Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to our Bushrangers Run expeditions here in the Hunter class. So, I was thinking about starting at this reserve for this next weekend, but I think my main focus is going to be trying to go up north, find the rabbits, more foxes, stuff like that, so it doesn't make sense to go to the other lodge to have to travel further up than start at this one. And then just to go out there, I've just got to get us... Oh no, wait, I do have the... Okay, I actually do have everything I need. I didn't think I had the shotgun with me. So yeah, we should be all set to head up there and see what we can find. So we'll just load up and start immediately heading out north of the railroad here. Yeah, so far the series has been pretty good. Having the missions as like something to easily pick has helped give us a little bit more variety to the series. And I'm probably going to keep this series at, again, just 10 episodes. I'm actually not sure what I'm at. I think this is episode 5? Because I think I've only done the 2 weekends so far, but I might be mistaken. But yeah, I'm just going to go back to the usual 10 episodes for the Expedition series, clear this one out, then we really are down to just the 2 other reserves left. And I'll have to figure out what I want to do after that for, like, weekend series. I don't know if I will keep doing more of the Hunter Classic, go to Call of the Wild, change it up and get something else entirely. I've still got to weigh my options a little bit and figure out how I want to do things, but at least for now, we have a lot figured out still for how this will keep going. It's probably going to be some other series I'll have to look at putting on hold, bringing in new, etc., just try to grow. It's just that we are getting slowly closer to that 1,000 mark, and it's always just trying to figure out, okay, is there something I can do, just like a little push to get us up to that point or not? But so far, aside from, well, shooting myself in the foot with the series dump last weekend, or 2 weekends ago? I can't remember how long ago, it wasn't that long ago, but basically I learned do not drop an entire series on your channel unless you want to shoot yourself in the foot for your subscriber numbers. Because I had the largest loss of subscribers I've ever had on the channel happen a single day then. I mean, granted it was only 6, but still, it was a chunk to see go. And every little bit does help where we are, so no more full series dumps are going to happen. I'm going to keep everything a little bit more controlled, or if it is a new series to go out, it'll be gradually with single video or 2 videos, stuff like that. Not an entire series just dropped out onto everything. So yeah, I've learned my lesson there. At least I had a way to learn it. And then I'll just have to see what else I'm going to do. So far, though, I haven't really heard anything else out here. Yeah, my focus today is going to be the rabbits and the foxes. It'd be nice if I get the 3 foxes for the mission for them. I'm not holding out much hope, though, just because that is it could be a bit of a goal, depending on where they are. Like, if they are all pretty dense up north here, it'd be pretty helpful, but it's super hard to say. We also are only just hitting out past the 250 meter mark from the lodge too, so that could be a reason why it's also haven't spotted or heard anything yet. Well, we'll just get up and see what we can kind of spot around and where we might want to go. You definitely want to try to keep an eye out for more of those rabbit warrens. Last time we found them, we were able to get, I think it was basically all of them, except for one of the rabbits kind of got itself, like, it got stuck in the hole, and because the hole's like an object, you couldn't really see where it was to collect it that well. I know that gave me a little bit of trouble when it happened, so hopefully we can be a little bit better than having that repeat. Just looking out so far, nothing really. Maybe I'll go for a bit of a jog until I actually, like, hear something. That's one thing I probably should get a little bit better at the game with, and I'm sure with more experienced players and hunters, they know that you can actually probably sprint as long as you don't mind scaring some stuff off. Like, you have a certain way to know when to jog, when not to. It's just, again, when I was first starting with the Hunter Classic, I didn't have a pair of headphones that I would use, and they make such a big difference being able to hear much more if it's coming from the left or the right or things like that. Like, I don't think it has to be a very good pair of headphones or headset or anything. As long as you have something that really just breaks up the sound a bit better than coming out of a pair of speakers, the game becomes much more approachable. Oh. Okay, that's actually good to start us off, because maybe we will be able to get our... I don't think I need a Sentinel Luminary yet. I'm going to go for... Okay, you know what? Let me switch out this for... the Jackrabbit Collar. Because, yeah, I don't think we're going to have hogs up here. At least I'm hoping we won't. And then we'll see where that call came from. My guess is on the other side of this hill. So yeah, actually, I don't know if the hill there even shows up. Yeah, we'll wait over here a little bit and see if we can spot it coming over the top. Let's try to get into an area with better visibility out towards there. And see if we can get a red fox as our first one for today. And then we'll just, every so often, take a little look in with binoculars and see if we can spot it. The Jackrabbit Collar's definitely been very effective for bringing them in. It seems often like all you gotta do is, once you hear one, you can basically just kind of sit yourself down, use the collar, and they almost always seem to be wanting to draw in. Just right now, the terrain is a little tricky for us because of the... just the big hill there. I don't know if it'd come straight up it or not, but... because the foxes usually like to trot in and... almost kind of our, like, hunt mode they get into for the collar. I don't want to be too... bold with it. Let them be the ones to come rushing into me, not go and accidentally scare them off as they're coming. I'll just give it another moment or two, and then we'll start advancing towards that. Oh, yeah, there we go. It looks like a bit of a different coat than I was expecting. Almost looks like a coyote in a way. I'll just see if we can spot him to make sure he is the one that called, yeah. Oh, shoot, I can't remember if I remembered to adjust the terrain complex, or the... Oh, I must not have changed that setting. There we go. Yeah, not the most stable of shots, but thankfully we have the range to compensate a bit for that. Yeah, I must not have the scene complex. I keep forgetting to, because it's not something in-game you can adjust. It has to be done from the launcher, so once I finish up this weekend, I'll be sure to definitely set that up. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do, but we're already a few minutes into this hunt, so I'll just kind of stick with it. It doesn't really give us too much of an advantage either, because as soon as you go to zoom in, all of the terrain pops, or all of the vegetation, the scene complexity pops in, so I can't even make use of, like, as much of an advantage for when it comes to hunting. Yeah, look at you. I'm not sure if I've seen one with, like, a darker coat like this. Maybe it's because... just picked it up because it's Australian? I shouldn't say because it's Australian, but it's adapted to Australia more so. The coat blends in a little bit better with the terrain and that. Hard to say, but it is an interesting looking coloration for a red fox. Yeah, again, with the big mouth wide open. Okay, so, I don't know if we'll be able to get 2 others from this outing, but at least we got to start there. And we've also probably got ourselves going away into these reaches here, so we'll have to keep our eyes open and listen out for any rabbits, too. Once you find an area with 1 warren, then they're probably going to be easy to stick around, just, like, get a lot. Until we do find one, we just got to take our time and be a little bit observant. Okay, well, we don't need this marker anymore, because that's basically where he was, but yeah, we'll try going up towards that area there. I can't remember the exact location Actually, this kind of looks familiar. I wonder if I was around here where I'd found the rabbit warren. It's possible, but I think they're like a random spawn on the map. You can't really just go back to the same spot over and over, and it'll always be there. But this might be another case where we'll go for a bit of a jog and try to get a little further out of the way from where we've been before. Because I don't think I actually really got that far into the northern parts of this map. I know I wanted to try to, but then I think the first episode was just making it out to a warren, and the second was kind of hanging around one, trying to get as many rabbits as we could from it. But yeah, we'll just go ahead, see what we can find, and keep going at our usual pace. I'll also take the time to stop and just glass out, because I don't know if we might find the axis deer up north here too. It kind of seemed like they were a little bit more around the water to the south or the center of the map, so I wouldn't hold out to really find them up here. Yeah, but a lot of good visibility out to that way. I don't really see any movement of anything out there. Nothing really over this way either. Okay, let's keep working our way up north. We got the 1 fox. Trying to make sure we get more than a single animal on this outing. Of course, my luck, I can never guarantee that for sure. Yeah, I do not see anything out here right now. There could be something in that grove of trees there. Now, it's a bit interesting. Like, looking on the map, I don't know if those are actually on the mini-map or not. Yeah, we'll just keep going, then once I find a rabbit warren, what I'll probably do is switch out the 30-06 for our shotgun. As long as we can find one, those are like... Nope. Okay, that's good to... Well, good to hear. Not exactly see quite yet, but... I just gotta get up a little bit more. And you know what? I'm going to use one of the scent eliminators, because... that other red fox, I don't know if it picked us up by sight, but it definitely seemed like it had picked us up from something. So just to make sure we don't accidentally scare off an opportunity before we can snag it, we're going to just have that as a little preemptive measure. It should last quite a bit longer since we have gone a ways into this video before we applied it. We'll just get up here and try to look and see around a bit. Yeah, see, it helps for spotting from a distance, but when you actually have to zoom in to make the shots, everything pops into focus, so seeing complexity, it's good for if you had to, like, go trying to find, like, antler sheds or something. Like, that's exactly why I used it for the Father's Day challenge, or the Father's Day mission that was up. But now, it might actually be a little bit more of a hindrance, because you think, oh, it's going to be right there. I can easily just bring up the scope, zoom in, and I cannot see it for the life of me. If I zoom in with the scope, everything pops in, yeah. There is some advantage to having the earlier spotting, but I definitely do want to make sure to really remind myself about changing that setting once I, like, am back in the launcher proper. I think it's just because I always get to... Well, humans are creatures of habits, and I am no exception to that. And my habit always is to, as soon as I'm done with the last episode of, like, the Hunter Classic, is to stop everything, focus on getting the captures done before adjusting any settings or what have you. Looking right now... Yeah, still no signs of her, but she's probably in the area still. Actually, one thing I need to remember, too, is that male that came in just before, it wasn't trotting, it was a slow walk-in, so it could be that there is a chance for that, too. It's not guaranteed that they will come rushing in. Some do, but others don't. You just kind of have to... Oh! Well, there she is. Yeah, she's a ways out there. Oh, yeah, see, I'm going to have to... Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to have to... This is going to be tricky. Because she's probably in the thick stuff there. Oh, okay, there she is. I'm not sure if I was hearing something else too or not, but yeah, that's her taken care of. So this, I also have to watch what the scrub is like, because I can't lay flat and be able to have seen her. So if they are picking me up by sight, they're going to have a little bit of an advantage on me. But that is 2 out of 3, so it is looking promising that we will have that Fox mission done and another bit of GM to add to our amount. And again, the focus is going to be just to get decoys first, then I can save up for the blind for the magpie geese setup. Only 12 on her, so she was not a very big one, but she still does register for the mission. And that's the big thing. Actually, she is just south of whatever this area is up here. So I don't know if this is something really different on the map, or what's causing, like, these patchy colorations on it. We'll find out in just a moment, though. And then hopefully see if we can end this episode off with finding a warren and just hunker around there taking a few rabbits. Not sure what happened with the weird glitch there. Well, we've got a track of something else too. Let's see what we got. Bingo, we got rabbit tracks. Now, I don't think they really hop too far away from their warren, so all we've got to do is keep on this. And we might be able to find them. I'm just going to take a little walk up here, just again, try to see... From looks of it, it might even just be that this is like open... kind of like a flatland. Like, yeah, looking straight up, there's nothing that really makes me think of why that has the patchy mini-map appearance. Oh. Okay, we got another track. So we gotta be around their area. Yeah, so these two are kind of pointed in towards each other, so maybe it's up on this hill? You know, I think I'm going to switch this out for the shotgun now, because I think I'm starting to hear them hopping around a little bit. There we go. That's with birdshot. No, red fox. It would be nice to get another red fox for this weekend to wrap that up, but just gotta try and figure out where their warrens are. If we can find one, then it opens us up easily to getting a lot. Okay, yeah, so it seems like from all the tracks, they're going to be back in, like, this area ahead of us. Yeah, so it definitely seems to be up around this hill. Just gotta try to find, like, one of the burrows, and then once I have that, we'll kind of know where we can stop and just kind of watch for a bit. Nope. Okay, more fox tracks. Okay, well, there's another fox track, so we'll just hit that one up to get all of them. Yeah, those are pretty old, so it's probably moved out of the area a while ago. I was kind of expecting a bit more for, like, rabbit tracks. Like, there have been some around, but they're not quite as heavy around the area as I thought they might be. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep working towards finding that other fox. Like, I don't know if I get lucky and be able to spot a rabbit just out in the open or not. But going off of the way the tracks are around here, I can't really say with any certainty where they might be. I didn't think they'd go too far from their warrens, but I haven't found anything on the ground that, like, makes me think I had found them. Or found one. Maybe I'll try going back this way, because when I was coming in for this fox, I thought I said I heard something that sounded like a little bit of padding or movement. So maybe I was actually closer to it back where I was. And then if nothing else too, I can just try to keep on this fox's trail and see if we can't call it in for that final one for this mission. Yeah, see, we got more tracks. Okay, I'll try to keep my eyes open and listen out as we keep moving. Maybe they just have a wider area they can go to than I'm thinking initially. Oh, more rabbit track. Again, it's back that way. I might even try putting a marker down back here. Just because with all the tracks that are clustered where they are, it really does make me think that perhaps there is something back that way and I've just been stepping around and missing it. Okay, we'll go a little... No, another track, so we'll see what this is. Oh, and there is this other body of water we might find something around, too. Okay, well, there's the wolf... the fox tracks. Don't know why I said wolf all of a sudden. Oh, fox tracks and something else, too. Oh, more red fox, okay. So we might actually have multiple ones in this area. Oh, that's great to actually see. You know what? I'm already spending this episode just getting these foxes. Snag this third one. That'll be our mission done. And then with that, we can spend the other half of this weekend trying to find a good rabbit warren. And see about snagging a few of those. And this might actually be a really good spot to set up for going after the foxes. Or going after this one. There's probably going to be all kinds of shrub and scrub in the way when I try to, like, get the scope out and on it, but I should be able to see it coming in pretty easily from up here. Yeah, so it might actually be coming a little bit more from this way. Oh yeah, look at everything that came into existence now. Actually, you know what, maybe I'll even see if I can just pop the water bottle now. Just because that'll help steady our aim as... There's who we're looking for. Now, do we actually see him out there? He's moving pretty quick. I don't know if I want to get a shot on him when he's... I might try, though. There we go. Oh, and there's a nice level up, too. The bolt-action rifle is now up to level 5. Okay, let's go collect this guy, and then we should be good to actually end this episode off here. Maybe I'll take us back to where all the tracks are there. Because, yeah, there is an awful lot all clustered together over there that I have to imagine there's got to be a pattern to it. It's not just like random 1 or 2 rabbits that are hopping out and exploring. I don't actually know if they have that behavior or not. But we'll collect this guy, and that brings this episode to a nice close there with the mission done and 3 nice foxes. Or, well, hopefully 3. 1 was good, 1 was pretty small, but at least counted to the mission, and we'll see what this one scores us at. Maybe it's just my own footsteps I'm hearing. I think something else is moving. Okay, how do you score? Hit further back than I thought it would. I was expecting it more to be a little further up here with that shot. I guess, again, because it was moving. That's still pretty good. 72 GM for him. Yeah, and then that making a scene might be a few hundred GM extra too, so... no, not the shotgun. There we go, that's what we used. Yeah, let's just... God, they always have, like, the yelling when you try to pose them, don't they? Okay, but there we go. So that brings that to a nice close there. We've got a nice view of the water here, and then, yeah, next episode, we'll see if we can't figure out where these rabbits might be. Thank you guys, though, for joining me on this episode of the Hunter Classic with our Bushrangers Run Expedition series. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please think about doing so. Again, we are slowly working to that 1,000 mark. If we can hit that, there's so much more I'd love to expand and do with the channel. But I just gotta try to get that foot in the door, foundation set, and then expand from there. So every subscription and every subscriber helps so much in that regard. So just a little consideration after I put the video out for you guys. But thank you guys as always for watching. Until I see you in the next video, hunters and survivors, please remember to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.